postseason is in sight, and some teams now desperate to get into the playoffs.
And when you're in that situation, you can feel the pressure when you're on the floor and in the locker room. Those guys know they're running out of chances to get to the postseason.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Jalen Suggs out there with Anthony Black. And it's Bane in at the small forward position.
Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
Here's Banchero. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Black outside. 5 on the clock. The three from Suggs. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And the Timberwolves with possession. Lets it go from deep, and that's good. Anthony Edwards for 3.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Out to the right wing. Carter, a screen on Edwards. Suggs outside. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple.
Suggs knocking it down, clapping right back from deep.
Randle against Banchero. Randle inside. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Randle. Inside. And stolen by Gobert. Takes a 13-footer. Orlando grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Suggs, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
McDaniels passes to Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randle just powers it down.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Banchero. That shot off. Good work defensively by Randle. Minnesota leading by 4. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best. That's something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Suggs outside. Gobert against Carter. On the wing, Bane. Banchero outside. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randle. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Magic trail by 9. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Let's take a look at the numbers for him. Here's Banchero, yet to see a basket. Picked by Carter. Down low. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Minnesota leading by 9. Pass to Edwards. extend the lead to double digits. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. McDaniels, that's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Suggs. A 12-point game. Black outside. On the wing, Bain. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. 4 on the clock. The 3 from Suggs. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Here's Gobert, guarded by Banchero. Bain against McDaniels. Back to Bain. Can they get it? Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, defenses should always expect this from Bain. He's a skilled distance shooter.
Randall with it. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Left side, Edwards. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Good work defensively by Black. Magic trail by 9. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Carter, good.
Well, that's exactly what Carter Jr. should be doing. Rescuing plays off the offensive glass.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Now here's Randall. Here's Gobert. He's checked by Carter. Gobert, no good.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
To the paint. Here's Black. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Magic trail by 7. Banchero outside. To the middle. Here's Carter. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Well, to me, Carter is that classic lunch pail guy. He's big, tough, does the little things, and never complains about his role.
Here's Conley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Wendell Carter. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
First one falls. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
And Minnesota making a change here. Anderson's checked in, and Conley drops them both. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Dan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row, the most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
And Batase throws it down.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 4-point game. Conley looking for an opening. Left side McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Reed for 3. It's hauled in by Black.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
To the inside. Here's Batase. And Batase throws it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now Conley. Outside Reed. From downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Outside Richardson. The Magic need to put one up here. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Batase's got 6 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Now here's Anderson. No points yet. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, Anderson is used to having to finish through contact. He's so good at baiting defenders to foul him.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Julius Randle comes in for Reed, and it's Highland in for McDaniels. Then for Orlando, Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for De Silva, and it's Carter in for Black. The free throw drops for Anderson. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Graham.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Here's Highland. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Outside, Anderson. Richardson against Highland. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Richardson. And he banks in the layup.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Minnesota in the lead. And here's Highland. For 3, Randle. It's rebounded by Batase. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Now here's Richardson. Inside. And Batase throws it down.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by Orlando. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Randle, the pass to Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Conley's got 5.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Step back and fire. Knocks it loose. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Banchero, and it's Richardson in at the point.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, and it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the clock.
Good on both. And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Magic trail by 6. Richardson with it. Pass to Batase. Fires for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Orlando has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Launches it. And Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Pass to Dosunmu. And here's Randall. Now Conley. He's got 7. Fades and shoots. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Batase. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Orlando shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Phillips is checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Magic. De Silva's checked in.
1 shot.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Reed, a screen on Richardson. Randall outside. Pass to Phillips. The 3. He drops it from range. Phillips has got his first 3 points of the game.
When you get that ball inside the line, it can free up the 3-point arc. Great dish by Randall.
Down low. Here's Richardson. The shot misses. Nice work defensively by Highland. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning. Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now here's Highland. Pass to Randall. There's the drive. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's De Silva. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas. Richardson, the pass to Batadze. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Batadze's got 7 points for the quarter. Here's DeSumo. Crafty move. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to De Silva. Richardson up top. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Reed, a screen on Richardson. Here's Highland. No good from outside.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Batadze. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Phillips. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Highland. Randall against Banchero. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game is 3-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Free throw good, Edwards. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of 3-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage, it makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Now here's Banchero. He had 16 in the win against Dallas.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless.
Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
He's off on the first. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too, but if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball. And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
DeSumo outside. Pass to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. That one on Banchero.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. That free throw no good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. He hits the second from the line.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity. And let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
Now here's Banchero. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Randall. The lead is 2. McDaniels finds DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. The 3, DiVincenzo buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Excellent possession there. If you set up DiVincenzo, it usually leads to points.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Payne from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside, DiVincenzo. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
On defense, the Magic, trailing by 5. McDaniels inside, guarded by Bane.
And Bane is a terrific defender. So good at getting perfect positioning to contest and alter shots. Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And Minnesota with possession here. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Back to Randall. And here's Edwards outside. The offensive rebound. McDaniels from long range. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. Here's Banchero. Banchero from close range.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. The 3, DiVincenzo sends it home from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got 6 in the quarter.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter looking for these openings to strike.
Black, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Now here's DiVincenzo. Randall outside. DiVincenzo with a screen on Banchero. Clock at 6. Banchero against Randall. No good with the triple. Magic trail by 3. Suggs surveys the D. The 3. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Edwards. From 17, and the jumper is on the mark. Edwards got 14 points.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Reed's checked in for Randall. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Magic. They're clinging on to the final playoff spot in the conference, trying to improve their position if possible.
And right now for the Magic, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now here's Bain. He's got 6. Carter, a screen on Edwards. Here's Black. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Textbook play call by Black. And the moment it opens something up, he's making the pass. Well done.
Minnesota leading by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Reed. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. He's got 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Suggs. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Now here's Bain. Black outside. Carter, a screen on Edwards. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Plenty of muscle from Carter on that dunk. Wow.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Edwards looking for an opening. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Count it. Bain's got 5 points now this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
1:24 left in the first half. For 3. Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
1:14 left in the second period. Outside Bain. Wagner outside. Pass to Bain. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Timberwolves lead by 4. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Here's Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. DiVincenzo against Wagner. Left side Reed. Takes the 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Edwards. Good work defensively by Black.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for joining us through the first half. There is still some work to do for the Orlando Magic.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet. Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
It's Edwards on the wing. Black defending. Fires it. Edwards can't hit. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Banchero. Black outside. Now Bane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And not settling for a jump shot. Bane right at the rim.
Bane's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Randall, pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounces.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Banchero outside. McDaniels against Bane. Carter, a screen on McDaniels. Bane, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Now here's Bane. 10 points for him. Pass to Banchero. And no good. Randall with some nice D. Edwards against Suggs. Here is DiVincenzo. He has 6. Randall can't hit. Inside. Back to Suggs. Outside Bane. Jacks up with 3. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Outside, DiVincenzo. Down low. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that's the thing about DiVincenzo. He stays active at both ends.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And now let's take a look and see which power forwards and centers have been putting up the most points over the past 10 games. Second is Paolo Banchero.
These big fellas come at you in all kinds of ways. They may not share styles, but they're all effective scorers.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
And another miss by Orlando.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Outside Edwards. The finish inside by Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
McDaniels against Bain. Banchero left side. 4 on the clock to end the drought. Got it. Banchero's got 8.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Outside McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Randall. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
They double Randall. Outside Edwards. Here's the 3. The rebound by Carter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Black. And here's Bain. Fires from deep. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Here's Edwards. Again, the Timberwolves score.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Magic trail by 10. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Guys, back to you.
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. Here's Suggs. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Banchero outside. Black left side. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Julius Randle.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking him to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
On the defensive end, much more energy and effort since halftime. They're making their opponents work for every look. Great job by this coaching staff. Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Magic trail by 12. Suggs with it. Banchero outside. To get back on track. Boom! Banchero!
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Minnesota leading by 10. Outside Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. DiVincenzo's got 7 now in this quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Bain, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. From deep, Banchero. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels from long range. Magic trail by 13. Here's Bain. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Well, if you overplay Bain on the perimeter, he can take you inside.
Randall outside. From down in the low post, it goes. Randall's got 16 points now. Now Banchero, 10 points for him. Carter, a screen on Randall. And there's the lob. DiVincenzo with the steal. Outside McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. Outside for Randall. 4-3. Gobert against Carter. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Here's Banchero. And he lays it up and in. That's 12 points for Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. Fires the 3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Magic trail by 13. Here's Suggs. Payne with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Banchero. Paolo, strong.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Minnesota shooting a solid 53% from the floor. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
A line change here for Orlando. Here's Edwards. 23 points in the game. Pass to DeSumo. Back to Edwards. Outside Reed. 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target. Magic trail by 11. Stan, you look at Naz Reid. He gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reid is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Reed, a screen on Richardson. For 3, Conley. Rebound by the Magic. Outside Richardson. They set a pick. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. Richardson's got 9 points.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
Here's Berger. Still no points. Now here's Conley. Outside Reed. Over Wagner. Minnesota again missing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Conley against Richardson. Pass to Wagner. Right wing. Richardson against Conley. Richardson, no good. Minnesota leading by 6. Outside Conley. Left side Edwards. Muscling it up and in. Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. And the basket by Dosunmu.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for the Magic, they've got Goga Bitadze, and it's De Silva in at the 2. Dosunmu can't hit. Magic trail by 10. And here's Richardson. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Richardson. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the trifecta.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Outside, Highland from the arc. De Silva with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Richardson. Here's De Silva. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Orlando.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Highland looking for an opening. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Randall, good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Orlando with the ball. 6-point game. Pass to Bitadze. And Banchero with it. Back to Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
And the playmaking of Banchero. At 6'10", he really has a guard skill level.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. And the Magic making a change here as well. Baines checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Banchero.
Well, look, Edwards welcomes physical defense because he looks for ways to get to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Edwards. Magic trail by 6. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Bain, no good.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Outside Edwards. For 3, Randall. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got rebound number 8 now. Bain surveying the D. Five on the clock. From the top of the key, Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 6. Left side Highland. Randall outside. And that one's good. Randall's got 20.
Wow. Randall with a fantastic dribble move. We're seeing why teams use him as a point forward.
Batadze, that's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 6 assists in the game. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Randall on the screen. Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outside Richardson. Outside Bain. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Randall. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And now it's just a 4-point Timberwolves lead. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Now here's Highland. Randall, a screen on Richardson. Up top Highland, guarded by Richardson. Off the mark there with a 3. Magic trail by 4. Banchero outside. Check by Randall. Shot clock at 6. Takes one from 10 feet. Banchero no good. Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Right side Highland. Randall right side. Out of bounds. It'll be Magic ball. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Highland. Orlando making a switch here. Magic trail by 4. Up top Bain. Pass to Banchero. 6 to shoot. Hits that one from the post. Banchero's got 15 points here in the second half.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Here's Randall. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. The Magic have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Gobert against Wagner. Here's Black. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Clearly, Randall is locked in. Every trip down, he's attacking the defense and finding ways to beat them.
Magic trail by 4. Now Black. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Randall. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Stan, Rudy Gobert. He can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, BA. And he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career.
Free throw drops for Banchero.
Well, Paolo Banchero's got size. He can handle. He's very capable offensively. A lot of upside for this guy.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a change for the Magic. Carter's checked in. Both good from the line that time. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Randall, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Just his first turnover of the night. He's been poised and he's been focused.
Orlando has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Banchero left side. To tie it up. Good work defensively by Randall. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Outside Carter. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And good whistle there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
No good on that one. The second free throw is good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Black. Banchero outside to tie it up. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to McDaniels. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's on Desmond Bane.
And with the lead, they're focused on creating good looks in the paint.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
Outside Edwards. Here's Randall. From inside. Oh, it's off target.
Well, he was in attack mode, but it's hard to score with a man in your shirt.
Outside Banchero. Now Bain. Banchero with a screen on DiVincenzo. No.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
McDaniels outside. Now Edwards. Beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Orlando trailing here. Up top, Banchero. To tie it up. He got it.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Now here's Edwards. Defense right on it. McDaniels outside. Can't get the three. Orlando with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Well, those are huge points. Carter Jr. steady as they come.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. 2-point game. Picked by Gobert. Let's loose for three. Banchero pulls it down.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Fires the three. Randall rips down the board. The Timberwolves shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Now Edwards. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Banchero. Carter outside. Puts up the tray. It's off.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Now Randall. McDaniels. It's money from deep.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Now Banchero. Here's Carter. Payne outside. Picked by Carter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And he commits the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Suggs outside for the win. Misses the 3. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy.